Alright guys, it's mid-January right now, and I'm walking towards the reservoir that I'm going to be fishing. And I'm going to be doing a little ultralight finesse bass fishing and hopefully connect with some fish. I'm going to be throwing a small little finesse fish on one of my ultralight outfits, which if you wait till the end of the video, I'll show you exactly what I'm using and how I'm catching fish. So hopefully I can catch a few bass. Let's go catch some. Beautiful day out here. You can see there's some ice that started forming on the lake, I guess last night. There's some ice around the edges here. Water's nice and clear. Looks really good. Looks like I got about maybe 2-3 more days of really cold weather, and this lake will probably freeze over. It actually already froze over once this year, this reservoir, but we had a really warm storm come through that was 60 degrees and really heavy rain and a lot of wind, and luckily it opened up the lake, so now I can get out here and try and connect with some bass or some any kind of fish. All right, let's give it a shot here. Got a bunch of different rods, but I'm going to try and catch fish today on some ultralight tackle, little finesse fish on with a 4-pound test Seaguar Fluorocarbon leader that it's tied directly to, and then I'm using 4-pound test fire line as my main line. With my ultralight tackle, I can really whip that 1/16 ounce of a jig head with that little Lunker City finesse fish way out there. And once I cast it out there, I basically am going to let that little finesse fish sink all the way down to the bottom. Nice day out today, very little wind, a lot of nice sun. There should be some fish biting today up here in southeast Massachusetts. Oh, there was a bite. There he is, fish on. Fish on. I don't know what this is. Oh, he was swimming towards me. Might be a bass. Yeah, nice largemouth. Just on this ultralight tackle. Oh, he got off. Oh, he got off. Got off right at the water. I actually tried to net him right in that shallow water because he was sitting there. But, darn. Anyways, fishing 5 minutes, had my first fish on. My drag, I think, was set really loose. That's why I lost that fish. And then when I went down to net him, he just popped off. I'm only using 4-pound test, so that's why I brought a little net with me, so that they don't break me off when they're thrashing their head back and forth. You get a big enough bass on, he can just thrash his head and he can snap that 4-pound test easy. All right, guys, I'm kind of mad, but I turned off the camera for a second, and for whatever reason, I didn't turn it back on, or it just didn't go on, and but you guys missed me catch this, my second largemouth of the day. Right after I lost that first one, I got this one. I didn't even have to move it. He just picked it up right off the bottom. This little Lunker City finesse fish, and on a 1/8 ounce jig head. Anyways, hopefully I can catch some more. They're hitting this pretty good right now. I've only been fishing for about 5 minutes. Let them go. Been fishing so far for about 10 minutes. Caught 2 bass already. There's definitely going to be some more here. Just really slowly you want to work that along the bottom. And then what I like to do sometimes is give it 2 big solid jerks up, which that causes it to flutter, and then kind of like just jiggle it as I let it sink back down, and you get a lot of bites that way. Oh, there was a bite. If you run it into a clump of weeds also, because I'm feeling weeds down there, you want to rip it free of those weeds, to keep from getting any kind of residue on that jig. If the jig feels if it feels slightly heavier than usual, you might as well just reel it in. There he is. That's a big fish. You might as well reel it in and cast it back out and clean it off. I think I just hooked into a big pickerel right here. I only got 4-pound test fluorocarbon on right now. 4-pound test Seaguar fluorocarbon. It's a really big fish right here. I think this is a big pickerel. Yeah, really big pickerel. There's a lot of pickerel in this reservoir. Oh, come on, buddy. Oh, that's a big pickerel right there. That's probably easy a 3-pound something pickerel. Oh, look at the size of that. This big pickerel on that little tiny bait. They just love little tiny bait, these pickerel. Just get a quick weight on this guy because I'm curious. Oh, nope, 2 pounds, 14 ounces. A little bit smaller than I thought, but a really nice big pickerel. Crazy. There he goes. Woo, he took off fast. There he is, fish on. There you go, nice chunky little bass. There we go, just on that Lunker City finesse fish. They're all about the same size, these bass right now. I lost 2 other ones that were a lot bigger. Well, or I think they were bass. They felt like bass. They could have been, you know, 2 big pickerel, but you know, I lost them. Here's a nice healthy little chunky bass. Okay, so that's what I'm using just right there. A little tiny bait. Nice little bass. Let them go. All right, guys. So today was a pretty decent day. Caught a bunch of bass and you know, a couple nice pickerel in January, which is great to be up here in the Northeast fishing in January and catching some fish. And today I was using an ultralight setup to catch my bass, and the fishing rod that I was using today was a Berkley Cherrywood HD ultralight spinning rod, 1/32 of an ounce to 1/8 ounce lure weight, 5 foot 6 inches, a really nice light action fishing rod to be throwing those little tiny jig heads rigged with a little Lunker City finesse fish. And then the reel that I was using today was a Quantum Optix 10 spinning reel, a nice little spinning reel, perfect for this ultralight setup. And that little spinning reel was spooled with 4-pound test Berkley Fireline, and then I tied a uni knot to 4-pound test Blue Label Seaguar Fluorocarbon leader material, which then I tied directly to my jig head. Nice little setup, and it caught a bunch of nice fish today in January. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video of me doing some ultralight bass fishing. Thanks for watching. Any more information can be found down in the description below. If you have any questions, please post them in the comment section. I read all the comments, and I love reading them, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys out here on the water.